What is up, YouTube? Jonusfatson back playing The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth plus random character streaking with additional modded characters. Last one we did as Malus, I believe. It's been a few days since I actually played the game, so I went in and added Guppy. Apparently that is a character that exists, and the fact that I have had two decent runs but not amazing means I wanted to add a character that is probably, to be honest, on the overpowered side. I'm just going to turn this down a little bit. It's a little loud on my side. Should be okay. Let's the other one as well, really quick. I wanted to show you the mod list. I added in because somebody pointed it out to me, is the Smash Announcer mod, and I have no idea how it'll work, but I've heard it's pretty fun, so we're gonna check it out. It basically is an announcer for every boss fight. I don't think it works with custom characters, so we don't have one. Doesn't matter. There's a CTEZ6XMZY. What's that additional post-it note for? I actually am like a little lost. Anyway, we're playing as Maggie. So it's a good time. Not really. Probably the character I least wanted to play as completely. I will absolutely take blank card though. It's a good start. It's a good start. We don't need Yumheart, so it's all good. Not too worried about like taking a little bit of damage here. All right, trick on this room is hang out down below there. It pushes them out the top, or alternatively, you can do it at the top as well. Push them out the bottom. It's kind of preference. Fun times. Anyway, hope you guys are doing all right. I'm doing okay. It's May Long where I am in Canada. I don't know if May Long is a thing in a lot of parts of the world. I think it's a Commonwealth, like a colonies thing. I don't want to say like Canada's a colony of England, but we still abide by like a ton of that kind of thing. Like we are a Commonwealth country, so but yeah, May Long's here. It's a good time. I got 3 days off of work. I'm pretty excited about that. Not excited to play as Maggie here, but the rest of like the weekend, I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna start some kitchen renos in our house this weekend. That's kind of what I got on the go. So I gotta build a couple things, and by that I mean I need to build some sawhorses, which are basically 2x4s put together in a way that you can put things on them to cut them, or to cut things on them. I don't know how to word it. All right, they're weird. I don't know why they're called horses, to be honest. I'm very tempted actually to play that, but I don't think there's any benefit. This is clearly the secret room. I don't know if it's actually worth it, but yeah. I skipped it. It was gonna do the Smash announcement. Force of habit after like years of playing Isaac. My bad. Next floor, we'll have the announcer do it. I heard it. I heard part of it. It was like, and then I just completely skipped it. Remember, don't skip. So I've been thinking through some of the mods that I need to add in, and that's actually one of the reasons why I added this one. I need to add in, one is completion marks for custom characters. That's a pretty common one, and I just need to get it added. I don't know why I'm thinking about it. I'm absolutely going to take it. All right, go like this. I actually forgot we had a reroll machine in our item room. Let's go do that. Yeah, Dead Onion is absolutely worth one of my favorite tier effects that we can get. Piercing and the spectral tears. I'm pretty happy with that. But yeah, so I've been thinking about the mods. I mentioned before that I was going to look at the clicker to see if the clicker works with custom characters or not. I have not had a chance to try it out. I do suspect it does not. So that's one that I do want to make sure we get added. I don't know if I want Bomb Friend. I'm going to hang out on it because we might be able to get like a per throw. The other one is the completion marks. I think that's pretty much all I'm looking for. I know that certain characters add certain items. I don't know if there's a mod to remove them, but we'll see. As always, if you want to see a certain character or a non like transformational mod put into place, just hit me up in the comments. By that I mean, like, I'm not gonna do the Undertale mod as an example, just because it changes the game so much. Yeah, I knew I was gonna get hit there. That was just silly. All right, 2 bombs is good. I think the secret room is like right there. I am gonna fight the boss. Excuse me. I made myself a nice big cup of coffee, and I have not had a sip of it, and I'm hoping that I can like get a sip prior to it going cold. I can't believe I got hit there. Now, in a tricky spot, I actually think it might be worth it to go to the shop first before the boss fight, and I'm not going to skip, don't worry. And I was hoping that we would get a soul heart here, and it's just more of like a just in case to make sure that we can get a devil deal here. Get this thing rolling, you know? Get this run. I skipped it again. I literally just said don't skip it. Yep. I got so lucky though, and Magic Mush is huge. Oh, we're gonna have a good run tonight. We gonna have a good time. Death's Touch doesn't really do much, but it's fun. I heard the muh again. You know what? That's another mod I should look into. Is like, so you can't skip the boss animations when it starts. That would be a pretty good one, so that like I can actually hear what's going on. What card? Magician, as it's okay. It's not bad. Not great. I wonder if that mod exists. Because I don't know, like the thumbs, they got memories of their own, you know? So when I enter in the room, they just go, "I'ma press the buttons, champ." And I go, "Okay, brain, you have decided for me what is best for me." And it goes, "Yep." And I go, "All right." Oh, there's that coffee. It's still nice and warm. It's not, I don't really like crazy hot coffee. I know some people that absolutely do. That was weird. Like they'll go to like Starbucks and they're like, "I'll get a venti, Americano, whatever, latte." And they're like, "I'll get it extra hot." And I'm like, "Why do you want extra hot? Just get normal." And the only argument I've actually heard that actually makes sense with it, and I don't know, I suppose I agree with, is that they don't drink it fast enough and it gets cold by the time they get to the bottom. And I kind of look at it and I'm like, well, why are you... I get it. First of all, I get it. Secondly, though, I'm like, why don't you just get a... you know what? I will take Mystery Sack. I think it's good enough. Just get a smaller cup of coffee. You know? 9 lives is interesting. I think we should. We got 2 red hearts. We're only giving up 1 for a guppy chance. That's pretty good. This run is going to get pretty strong. I got a feeling. Definitely looking for something with blank card though. But yeah, like just get like the small coffee from Starbucks, and in before y'all say it's called a tall at Starbucks. Doesn't matter. If you go there, you order a small, they're gonna give you the small. They give you the tall when you order the small. All right? So don't come at me saying you're calling it wrong, because I'm not. I mean, I literally am, but at the same time, I'm not. Even though I literally am. It's fine. The whole thing with like language is if you understand what I'm saying, then it's not that bad. Now, there are some cases where like I literally have no idea what you're saying, and it could be between two things. One, you're using grammar and a vocabulary that I do not understand. Vocabulary. Grammar, of course, I do understand. Secondarily, you're incomprehensible. I wonder what it is about this room. It's like taking a second to load. I wonder if it does it on the way back again. I am doing a full clear on the floor. Let's see if we can get the dime. We got 5 bombs. Let's go for it. One more try. Not worth it. We didn't go to the shop. I should go to the shop. There might be a card or an item. Yeah, this room just like loads slowly. But yeah, anyway, vocabulary is a funny thing. Some people also like to seem to think that like vocabulary is somehow linked to intelligence when it really is not. In fact, like knowing your audience and knowing how to communicate with them shows more intelligence than using a vocabulary that I 3 times in a row. Oh, we're not gonna hear this mod at all. I want to hear the Smash announcer. Yeah, use the vocabulary that your audience can actually like familiarize themselves with. And that's why like so many I think we're just done, right? Yeah. But yeah, use a vocabulary that people can understand and your audience. If you're at a scientific convention and you're speaking on the perils of quantum physics on the growing brain, sure, use the vocabulary that like people in that area are actually going to understand, and you can go like fully technical. If you work in an IT environment and you need to talk about how the Linux kernel works, go for it. But if you're trying to help your like Nana understand how a computer does something, and you pop out the terms like x86 and kernel and the difference between x86 and an ARM processor and how things like that work, she ain't gonna understand you. She might. I mean, I don't know. Your Nana might completely understand, but if she's asking you how a computer works, maybe she doesn't understand the difference. In fact, I don't know if I understand the difference. I think we can just use it. Yeah, and we'll of course take blank card. I was gonna stars card out of that. We didn't really need to. That's why I didn't. It's a fun room. Yeah, just know your audience. Anyway, this run is going totally fine. I'm looking also, speaking of Mei Long, as we were like a couple minutes ago, I'm also looking forward to like summer. I'm definitely more of a summer person to a winter person myself. I much prefer being too hot to too cold. Like, and here's the thing, you might be like, well, why do you live in Canada? It's a fair point. It's a fair point. The part of like Canada that I live in, though, actually gets pretty warm. So I'm pretty happy here. Oh, that's so good. Our rate of fire, or our range, is gonna drop, but we gonna melt some foes. But yeah, I live in a part of Canada that actually gets pretty warm. In British Columbia, we're kind of fortunate weather-wise. Like, it never really gets crazy cold in the winter. Doesn't really get... It can get pretty warm in the summer. We kind of have, like, pretty good climate. So I'm definitely not complaining, like, at all. Because there are people that live in, like, Manitoba, Saskatchewan in the winter. It gets to be, like, minus 50 or so. And I'm not about that life. I don't do, like I said, I don't do the cold very well. So for me, if I'm like, yeah, no, I would sooner have plus 40 to, like, minus 40. But there are some people that are totally opposite. And I know some people like that, too. I also know some people that literally wear shorts all year round. I didn't mean to buy that. Oh, I had a hiccup there, too. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, the large coffee. I mean, the venti coffee. That was too warm. Might be giving me hiccups. That's not a good sign for a YouTube video. I think that's like the first bit of damage I've taken on the run. No, second. I took a hit on the first floor. That's right. I don't know if I want to use a bomb on that nickel. Very lucky. Okay. Rune bag is, like, huge. We take this because we can. Rune bag means we're probably going to get Perthro or Yera. Caves 2. Yeah, I think we can... There it is. We finally heard it. I actually remembered, boys and girls. Hiding a rainbow poop, huh? Okay. We might be breaking the game. And it's been a while since I've actually done that. So if that's the case, I'm actually looking forward to it. We'll find out. We'll find out. I'll tell you, like, there is no real point in doing, like, a full clear on this floor. If we get the item room and shop and then we find the boss, we may as well go. We have enough consumables. We have enough, like, everything at this point. You know what? I'm gonna go a little hard on this. What the hell is that? Panic key? This is one of the items from the modded... is it a spacebar item? It is a spacebar item. What does it do? I don't know. I can't give up blank card, though. Because we got room... If I didn't have rune bag, I probably would take that. Alright. Probably should have just taken Stigmata. It's alright, though. Okay. Yeah, let's go like this. I don't really need the moolah. And the fly is going to do some good work. Alright, there's our first rune. Black rune, actually not that bad. Yeah, black rune with blank card. I can get down with it for now. Definitely not like end game what I'm looking for. We are definitely looking for like the Yera. In fact, we are so likely to get Yera that I'm going to make sure I don't leave keys behind. And of course, because they said let's full clear, or we don't have to full clear, means that you go the wrong way 3 times. It's the laws of Isaac. It's actually an option in the Steam menu when you load up Isaac to say streamer mode. They don't tell you this, and you get a guaranteed magic mush on the 2nd floor every time. It's what happens. And then they also set up the maps in a way so that, you know, you don't have to deal with them. But I actually forgot to turn those on, so wonder what you are. You know, I'm actually just gonna pop it. I don't feel like fighting back and forth on that. And there's a library. I don't think I need the library. I did forget to come in here, though. We should try this. We have the bombs and keys. And it's going to take us like half a second, so... Alright, we are done on the floor. The item in the shop, I can't recall, which means I have to go back. Yeah, not worth it. Okay. Down we go. We honestly, we might have time for boss rush, but probably not gonna do it. Oh, I skipped it. I skipped it. All right, so there's the Perthrow. I think I'm going to grab Perthrow over Black Rune, and immediately I'm going to use it because Mega is super boring, and I'm going to use it again. Not particularly strong devil items. Might get another no, let's just go. I was going to say we might get another charge to reroll, but I used it. Just fine. Actually thought I was gonna get hit there. Thank you, cube of meat. You guys said cube of meat right as I picked up the golden key, and it kind of matched the sound. We have to try, right? There's no point in not trying for the red chest right now, especially with having like a black rune. Because if we were to get like a cursed eye or curse of the tower show up, it just means that we can black rune it. And if we get another guppy item, we get another guppy item. So it's kind of like a win-win to do this room. It just so happened that we got a lose-lose by getting nothing. And this won't be the way either, because that's how it works. There's actually, you may not believe me, but there actually is like a little bit of strategy in figuring out which way to go in a floor, that if you ask any Isaac player that's played for like a significant amount of time, they just kind of know. But from I've done like speed runs of the game and tried to get like decent times, not near anything like what like top 10 or anything like that, but there are some things that you can do to try to get through a floor faster. And the biggest one is going vertically. So move up and down on the floor rather than side to side. And honestly, it's not that the floor generation accounts for that. It's just more that the floors are wider than they are tall. So you can, for the most part, get through it faster. Go back, grab this. And wows. As we'll try. Nothing. We did not get to boss rush. It's okay. Not too concerned. I don't need that either. I skipped the sound again. So we've heard it once. Once is better than nothing. Oh, slow down. I don't like that. What mod is causing slowdown? That's crazy. There should be, like, no slowdown on this computer, let me tell you. If there is slowdown on this computer, it's because of a mod, not because of the computer. That's how I can word that. That was a funky first room, by the way. I kind of like it. Kind of reminded me of, like, an error room. Very cool. We got the reskinned womb. I'm fine with it. It's a very lucky dodge. I'm gonna keep Black Rune over Dagaz. Oh, I got another one. Yo, I don't know why. The minimalism of these rooms, I really, really like. What was back here? Chest. I was like, I forgot something. As I always do, I forget something. Hook me up with the key. I mean, we could do that curse room. I don't think it's worth it. Oh, Maggie speed. So I'm hanging on to the goat hoof. Curse room would be fine. Like, I could afford the two hearts it costs. But we don't really need to, like, probably not getting Guppy on the floor. Or on the run. I was gonna say this probably wouldn't be it, but it ended up being the right way. I skipped again! I should have Black Runed that. That was stupid. That was stupid. Well, we got the wafer, though, which is kind of nice, and I forgot that we had the wafer, which means that I could have gone to the curse room for 1 heart before I hear that comment. And yes, I said hear the comment for some reason. I don't know why I said hear. I don't have a TTY service for comments enabled on my channel, which I think would be very weird. Not weird. That's not the way I... It would be very, risky, would be the word. Especially if it shows, like, comments that just don't get published. Because, you may not know this, but not every comment actually makes it out. There are a ton of comments that will get put on a channel, and they either get straight ignored or deleted. That, for me, is... That's a gulp right there.
Black Rune.
And I'm actually pretty happy to have the speed upgrade on that. I'm not so happy that I'm seeing slowdown, but I don't know if there's much I can do about it. I think it's just too many mods, or not enough. I don't know how they work. Well, this is interesting. All right, we don't need the money, so let's just go. Skip the... I'm telling you, it's muscle memory, dude. It's muscle memory to skip. I'm gonna look up a mod immediately after I'm done this to see if I can figure it out. Also, I don't know what... I seriously don't know what's causing that. I think it might be the post-it note, but I don't know. Sure, give me this. Only one Gupster away. We don't have anything that means... that gives us items down here. We're just good to go. This may end up being a fairly quick run. I'm okay with. Let's see, one quick thing here. My bad. My bad. There we go. Let's go. All right. All right. Yes, I think we're probably going to get this run done under 30, depending on what we get. If we do get a Yera, I'll spend a little bit of time duping chests, but for the most part, I'm not really about that. It's not really my style to sit and like duplicate chests for like 20 minutes. Well, that's very lucky. And I wonder if that will... I'm gonna say, I think we can blow up that tinted rock without getting the statue. Turns out, I was right. Alright, should be a quick fight. Now, blank rune or a black rune? I think you gotta go blank rune, right? Ah, I skipped it. He was saying the full name too. Alright, thank you, Cuban Meat, for making the first phase even easier. I also need to look up what that key item was. I think it's from the Warden, but I'm not 100%. Alright. So what am I looking for on the chest? Honestly, I have no idea. Like a tier upgrade. Beyond that, like, this run is pretty much set. They don't really need anything. Coffee is bugging me. It's too hot. All right, so pop it. Nothing. Okay, leave it for now. And then we might get a drop. Oh, I thought I killed you. Might get a drop, might just get a charge, and then we'll just do it again. Yeah, well, I mean, we will absolutely go back for another charge. I don't know if I'll do more than, like, one more charge on Blank Rune. These versions of the cage are actually not that bad. I remember when, like, this room was considered like a nightmare room. It's still not great, as I get hit twice, but it's not that bad. May as well do this room, I guess. I actually think the Gertie Jr. room, or the, yeah, those are Gurglings, these are Gertie Jr. I actually think the double or quad Gertie Jr. is one of the hardest rooms, truth be told. Per throw, okay. Nothing. Oh, that was close. But yeah, so just spending a little bit of extra time. None of this is like needed, but it's what we're gonna do because it's fun. And sometimes I like to see what items we get from, you know, the chest. 2 of Hearts is absolutely not required. Okay. This is actually one of my favorite rooms, truth be told. Not from like a, it's so easy, just from like a mythos perspective. I kind of like fighting all the sins at the same time, super sins. It's a good time. And when you can do that to super envy, it just feels very good. Upset. Upset again. Upset a third time. Man, they're being stingy on the Yaras. Like, even if we do get a Yara drop at this point, I'm probably just going to go back and do it twice and move on. Maybe 3 times if I can get another charge, but I'm not going to, like, look around, hope for a battery drop, and then spend like 37,000 seconds. trying to get as many batteries as possible or near infinite. It's not worth my time. I got other games to play. I got Monster Train to do. Which is a game that is coming out shortly, I think, by the time this video makes it up. But I got some videos to make of that, to say the least. Because it's a fun game. I actually thought this would be the boss. All right, let's go back. Try one more time. Okay. I know I said one more time, but it's gonna be at least one more time after that now. Just because we can, so. All right, greed fight is fine. Yeah, I'm gonna do like this room and go back, and then if it doesn't work, I'm gonna go grab that black rune and then probably black rune most of the items, if not all, but depending on what they are. Like I said, I'm looking for like a tiers upgrade. Well, the only real upgrade that I could probably have. Algae is not worth it. Algae again. Okay, let's go get that black rune, which was, I think, like right down here. Yeah. Get them open, and then we'll go fight the boss. But yeah, anyway, that's it. We're gonna get there. We're gonna fight this boss. We're gonna have a good time. Sure. Sure. And then those two. All right. I sacrificed our tier rate. I literally did the opposite. But yeah, anyway. Hope you guys have a good May long weekend. And in Canada, anyway, it's kind of like the unofficial start to the summer. So pretty looking forward to it. Still going to practice the social distancing across the summer. I am not one of those people that think that the pandemic is somehow magically over. Because I live in the real world. Well, that would have been interesting if we got Guppy in the very last room. Sure. I skipped the last boss. But yeah. I'm looking forward to spending summer with my wife and my son, who just turned like 7 months old, which is crazy that it's been 7 months since he's been born. But it's gonna be, I'm stoked for the summer. I'm looking forward to it, as well as getting our kitchen renos done. It's gonna be a good time. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I think we're up to 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're adding in another character there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So yeah, we got about a 25% chance on the next one to get a modded character. We've only had a couple, but that's how random works. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you like what you saw, feel free to give me a like and a sub. It means the world to me. I can also be found on Twitch at twitch.tv/Jonusfatson or at jonusfatson.com for all the links to all the things. Peace out.